Hello, and welcome everyone. It took a little longer today to start because I was seeing my YouTube channel and it seems like the transmission cut off the first 2 minutes. So I was kind of worried. I need to have all this content like in both channels, and I was a kind of concerned because I need you to see all my videos, even the introduction, because that's what I when I say what is going on, what we're gonna do. So I will like wait for 2 minutes today. It's 1 minute and a half, so I'm going to wait because it's important for you to know everything that I want you to know. So, yeah, that's basically it. In my YouTube channel, the videos are not starting in the beginning, so that's a little rough. I need to have all the content over there too. So, we are 3 seconds away to starting this amazing day. Hi and welcome to TOMi.digital. I always touch, I know I touch too much my glasses, but I don't know if that is like something that I need to do. It's my anxiety or just like my glasses go down and start looking funny in my face. So that's what I always do this. So thank you so much for being here, for seeing this video. My name is Paola. I'm like your partner in crime with this TOMi.digital journey. Today, I want to do a little overview about the topics that we did yesterday. Then I want to show you how to schedule a class, how to add feedback to the resources that you have in your class or your activity, and how to uh, do classes without internet, or your students can access classes without internet. And then, as always, I would love to invite you to our channels. If you are seeing this in YouTube, I would love to for you to go to our YouTube channel. um, Okay, it seems like I have here a request to see this video. So let me try to send the uh, link to the person is asking. Give me 1 second and I will be right back to you. I want everyone to be here. I know we are trying this new channel. So yeah, it can be like sometimes you can get lost, but I want you to be here. So I'm answering this right now. Okay, so at this moment, this is our day 2 of the 2 weekly days of certification. You know that we learn a lot. TOMi is not something difficult to use. It's something actually pretty easy to use. You can learn by yourself. This is just like a support group. Like, I want to be here with you so you can be more secure or have more resources to go inside TOMi.digital and start making amazing activities. You can use it for your classes, you can use it for your quizzes, for your tests, for grading. So uh, TOMi.digital is a very useful tool. I know once you look at it, once you create your first lesson, you will see it's amazing and you will keep using it. I'm here to be a little guide in your journey. So, uh, if you have been here before, I'm like a lonely person. I don't talk too much to the outside, but when I connect with you, my cell phone start buzzing, my emails start exploding. So yeah, you're like uh, I don't know if that happens in another countries, but here in Colombia, we say like when you enter a store that is empty and right away it gets full with people, you say like you got a good back, like you have good luck. So that's what you mean to me. You have a good back because every time I connect with you, everyone wants to talk to me. So let's start with the lesson of the day. I want to share with you a quick overview of how to create your account, where to go, how to do it. So that's what we are going to do right now. I always send you a link so you can skip this part of going to TOMi.digital. I send you this link and it goes right through here. It's loading. Okay. It happens sometimes. I have already my account open. So let me do it again. The link I sent you takes you right to here. So you can do it like that, or you can go to TOMi.digital. You can go to TOMi.digital to start creating your account. Okay? It happens. This is not TOMi.digital. It is, but it's not at the same time. It's not what I want to show you. If you click in TOMi.digital, you will see like the homepage. But if you use the link that I just sent you, you will be taken here. So you click in teacher. I didn't send you the link. Let me do it right now. And boom, you have it there in the comment section or in the chat, whatever is showing up right now. You have the link over there. So you click in, let's do it again. It takes you up to here. You can enter here or you can go from here. So we select this kind of profile. You see there's 3, 1, 2, 3. You select the first one because we are teachers. We fill out the information and then we are going to find that you have 2 options. Okay, are you seeing it right? I'm going to make this bigger. You have 2 options here: sign in with Google or fill out the information. What is the difference? You can say like it's the same thing. No, it's not, because if you click sign in with Google, it will associate your account, the Google account, with the TOMi account. So if you want to access TOMi.digital in a device that is not yours, you will have to synchronize also your Google account. That is not something safe to do, so I recommend to fill out the form. Okay, fill out this. Is very basic information: name, last name. I'm going to wait like that's the one. Did you fill out the information? Name, last name, email, and password. Create an easy password. Don't make a mess there. Okay? Let me hide myself so you can see it bigger. Okay. Let me show my face for this. If I only have a video projector or a TV where I can connect my laptop and access the class, I can present it this way. Like I can use it, I can using one device, my own device, the teacher device, and present the class like this. This is the first way that I have to do it, right? This can be used if my students, let me tell you again, if my students don't have any devices in the classroom. Let's go to the second way to present the class. This is number one. Number two is this. Let me close this. Is in this part. It says play and schedule if you are a teacher. So I click here and it will give me two options, play lesson or schedule. Let's see the first one, play lesson. If I click here, I have the settings of my class. What does it mean? I have the settings. I can set up all my class as I like. So I can request my students to create an account in order to access this. I can activate competition mode and shuffle answer options. This is a good tool if I'm doing like a quiz or an exam, because if they look at each other, they won't see, they cannot see which order they have. So it's like most for grading and things like that. You can request it like that. I click on continue and it will say open the browser in play.tomi.digital. Let's see if I can do it here. I will use the incognito mode. Let me hide myself so we have more space. Let me open an incognito browser and use it as my student browser or cell phone. So it says go to play.tomi.digital, okay, and enter the code. Let's change the language. It's by default in Spanish. It seems like it. It's not by default. It's more like where you are located. So since I'm located in Colombia, it will show me the website in Spanish. Like not the Tommy.digital, but play.tommy.digital will be in Spanish because of my location. But if you are in a country that is English speaking, like it will be by default in English. So don't worry about that. Okay. I click here in code and I will enter this code. This, remember, this is my student device. Can be a computer, it can be a cell phone, an iPad, a tablet. It will be look different in every device, not a lot of difference. But for example, here it's like more the cell phone view. If I open my play.tomi.digital in my cell phone, it will look like this and the code will be in the middle. But if I open it in a browser, in a computer, it will look like this. So you see the buttons are here, the code are here, and this is a little different, but it's amazing because you can see it like this or like that, and it will have the same tools. Okay, so which code are we gonna use? This one. Enter code 391656. I click in join and it will request my name and I can change the avatar. I actually like this one, so let me enter my name. Once the student entered the name, the teacher can see how many students or whom is joining the class, okay? So you see here, I'm joining the class. If I had more people, I can have up to 100 people participating in this classroom. I click on start lesson and remember, this is the teacher side, this is the student side. The video looks funny here, but will adjust to my screen. So don't think it's going to look funny. It's just the presentation. But if I click here, it will adjust to the screen that I have my video in. I can open it also in my teacher side, but it won't be synchronized. Like you can see it, but it's not synchronized. Once the teacher clicks play, the student one is not going to start playing. So you have to take that in consideration. But if I click here, next resource, the video of my student will stop and will start playing the resource that I did next. Why? Because this is a synchronic class. My student has to do the same things that I'm seeing in my screen. You can see here the timing bar that we adjusted in the classes yesterday. And in this teacher side, I cannot answer, but in the student side, I can click on answer and they will see this, how many points they get. And as a teacher, I can see how many students answer. For example, in this case was correctly, but if someone answered incorrectly, you can see that as well. Let's see it in the next question. So you can see for example, let's say this because it's more opposite. For example, these questions have too much time. It has like 4 minutes to answer something very easy. And if I send the wrong answer as a student, I won't have any points. But these are the ones that I had before. And I will see the answer incorrectly in red. Do you see that? Okay, so I already told you about this. If you want me to be in a more, to talk about this in a more detailed way, please let me know. We did it yesterday, so if you don't know what this is, please go ahead, go back to the previous video, and you will see what is this and how it works. But I will be doing on Wednesdays specific videos about these tools, so don't worry about that. You just keep connected. And that's how I present a live class in the classroom. This resource is for using in the classroom. So let me put myself to your side to see it. Remember, these are the three ways we can present. The one that we just did is the second one is for doing in the classroom with my students. They have devices to access the class, and we are doing it at the same time. So everyone is connected at the same time, doing the same class at the same moment, okay? So let's go and see the final resource that we have to present a class. So we go here and click on schedule lesson. This will allow me to program or schedule this for the future. What do you mean the future? Yes, we are doing a class right now. Like we at this moment are doing this class, but I want you to do another class in your homes. There are several options that I can use here. They can do it with internet, or you can allow them to download the class. For downloading, it's better if they have an account in play.tomi.digital or tomi.digital, but as a student, okay? So let me set up this for you. So I can add classrooms. If you have no idea what this is, let me know and we can make a video about it. I can allow my students to download this class and ask for authentication. If I request this authentication, remember this is for them to create an account, I can provide a maximum number of attempts. I can click on I have 1 to 4 or unlimited. So I want to grade this. So I can click on 2 or 3 times or unlimited. I I think you need to be clear with this and you have to know it so you can let your students know. If you try 4 times, it won't be saved the most high score. The one that is going to be saved is the last one. So if you get like 70% accuracy in the first one, and in the second one you get 30% of accuracy, the one that is going to be saved is the last. So the 30% is not going to make a like how do you say that? How I miss the word. Like it won't mix your points. It won't save the highest one. It will save the last one, like not average, like not it's going to, no, it's going to save the last one. So you have to be very careful in the number of attempts that you give them, and let them know if you try it 4 times, the fourth score is the one that is going to be saved, not the best one but the last one. I can activate the competition mode. The shuffle answer options is not necessary, and show answers. This is for your student to see which one was the correct answer. You can enable this if you don't want them to know, if you want to discuss that in the classroom, but I recommend you to do it if you won't be like going over this class again. I click on schedule, and then I'm sorry, I messed up something. I didn't do the right thing. Let me go back. Let's see if I can do it. No, I cannot do it again. Let me try to do it with another class. I skipped a part. So we were in schedule. We set up this, but I didn't told you about the dates. So I can select the date that is the deadline. I have up to 1 month to schedule this class. For example, let's say I will say this class will be open up to November 30 at 8 p.m. You can set up the time that you want. I click on schedule, and now I have all the things that I need for sharing this class in the same route, play.tomi.digital, and this code. What is the difference between this and the previous one that we did? Let me show my face to this because I want you to remember my face when I'm saying this. When you schedule a class, this code will remain the same over the time up to the deadline. So I will have always the same code. If I schedule this class up to December, it will be the same code. But when I'm doing a class in the classroom, every time I open the class to share, it will change the code to access. That's something important to remember, because if I open, for example, the class that I did with the student side, that code ended when I click on finish lesson. That code is not valid anymore. At least for that class, is not valid. Maybe in somewhere around the world, someone is presenting a class and it provided that code and you will access that class. But when you're scheduling a class, this code will remain the same up to the deadline. Okay? I want you to remember that. So in this case, we have this code. We have here the information of the class, deadline November 30, 2022, 8 p.m. I can change the date. If I click here, I can change it. I can cut some days. I can open more days, change the hour if I want to, for example, 7 a.m. and enable this option, but I think it's a great option. So I click on accept, and that's how I do it. Okay? That's how you do a scheduling on a class. What do you think? Amazing. Okay, that's great. Well, let's go to the next part. You already saw this report thing. If you want to see in a more detailed way what is the reporting, please go ahead and check the video of yesterday. Let me go to a class so I can show you how to add a feedback to a question. Okay, so let's go to a class that I already created. Or what do you think? We should use an already created class, or we can start with a new class. What do you think? Let's do something. Let's do it in a class that I have already created, because it's the same process even if you have one class created or if you are creating a class from scratch. I love this. I think we already did it. Yeah, we did it. I want to show you what is a feedback, how it looks like, and how do I do it. For example, we can duplicate this information. Let's duplicate this question because I want you to see. So every time I make a class, I can provide feedback on my uh, resources. For example, here we have how many liters of blood does an adult person have? I have the options. If I click on show answer, it will show me the answer. Remember, this is a teacher tool. Do not do this in front of your students because they will see the answers. And I have a feedback. Where did this feedback come from? From me when I was creating a class. So the same thing here. I can see the answer and it says there is feedback for this activity. So I have the feedback. How do I create a feedback? Let me show you. Let's duplicate and edit lesson. Okay, I didn't need to do that. This will create a new class. It wasn't necessary, but okay, let's say I open it. Let's finish. I won't be working over this class. I want to show you again. I'm sorry, it's Friday and my brain is like working half capacity. I'm very sorry with you guys. Thank you for your patience. I will click here in edit lesson. Edit lesson works when I want to go over a class that I already created. I can eliminate resources, modify them, or add more resources. In this case, I will be adding a resource so I can show you how to create a feedback. Let's click single choice and let's say the same question. How many, let's, yeah, let me copy this over here so I can have it. So I don't have to type everything. And let's copy this. Don't mind me, this is just for me. Okay, let's add resource, single choice question, and I will write the question, right? I can add up to 4 options. Let's say 4, 2, 6, 8. I don't remember the right answer. Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, let's say this. I can add images to the questions. Remember that? And I have to select the right answer. I select the right, click on continue, and this is the part where I add the feedback. What is the feedback? The feedback is an explanation, a curious fact, or more information that I can provide my student about the question that I just did. So for example, here, I enter information about the amount of blood that the persons or the people has depending on their age and weight, right? When I do this, I click on save and it will be in the bottom part because it's the last resource that I created. I can see the feedback and I click on finish editing. How does this look for my student? Let's see it. So let's play the lesson so you can see how it looks like in the student side. Click on continue. I enter the code here. Click on join. Let's say POW and start lesson. Let's see how does the feedback look like for my students. So remember, in the teacher side, I cannot answer. I click here and you see, let me open this. Sorry, let me open this bigger. And this is when they answer, and here is the feedback. So my student can read the feedback as soon as they answer the question. This don't have to be clicked on. It will pass automatically when the student answered the question. Let's see it again. I won't move it. I won't say this in French because my French is not good enough. But let's say, for example, even if my student answered incorrectly, you see here, it passed automatically and it gives a feedback to my student. Let's see in the next question, for example. And this is a very important resource because will allow your student to go more over the information that already has. Like, for example, here, let's say anything. I think I missed one ingredient. And you see here is going to let me know the feedback even if I don't answer. Let's try to do not answer this. I won't answer this question. And you will see it will provide feedback anyway. This is to give my student more information that can like absorb about the thing that I want them to learn. So it's a pretty amazing tool. Let's wait. And you see here it's showing me the feedback. So what do you think about this tool? I think it's pretty amazing so that we can provide more information to our students. Like, it's not just the question, it's not just like this is the right answer and that's enough for you because I'm the teacher and you're the student. No, it's letting the student know why the correct answer was the correct answer, not just because I say so, is because this is the information related to that specific question. So this is something that I'm encouraging to use in every single one of the resources that we use in TOMi.digital, because it's not, for me, it's not enough to know just this is correct or incorrect, but why. Okay, so let's move to something that I want to show you that for me is very important, like to know. See the podium here, but this is not the thing that I want you to see. I want to go with you over this experience of play.tomi.digital. I want you to see this is the website. It's not enough to know the one that we are using. I think it's important for you to know the things that your students are going to see. So this is play.tomi.digital. Students can create an account here. As a student, is the same process. If I do it from tomi.digital, it will take them to this website as well. So it's the same. They can use this, or they can use TOMi.digital to create their account. They can find this, the homepage. It will be like recommended lessons. This is feed with the information they look for. So in a first enter, they will see this recommended class. If they create their account, they can find assigned lessons uh, that is associated with the classrooms and offline sessions. Since I haven't logged in, I don't have any information, but if I create an account and log in, I will find it. So my student wants to learn Espanol, Spanish. For example, here, they can do the class. It says, what do you want to do? Download the class or play the class. If I click in download, it will say, keep in mind, due to copyright restrictions, the videos cannot be downloaded. So if this class has any videos, the student won't be able to see them, but they can do all the other resources. Click on continue. Let's look for biology. Let's see if finds classes. No, it's not bringing anything at this moment. For example, here, I can use this English question. I can play the class. I can go over the class. It's taking, it's not the platform, it's my internet. Very sorry for that. I can, for example, it says this in Spanish and how is the translation. So I can select the one, answer, and go to the next one. I can skip it or answer. If I click on finish, it will your student know they haven't finished the class yet or this activity. They can say if they didn't like it, they want to keep browsing, or if they want to go back to the class and keep studying. For example, I click on I want to keep browsing, and it will let me know explore another lessons and will recommend classes similar to the one that I just did. Okay, let's close this. For example, let's go to offline lessons and I can find the one that I downloaded previously. So when it says it has this like check mark, is because it's downloaded. I can delete it, I won't. And then my student can do this class without internet. That's for that reason exists that tool download class. So I can take this class to home with me and do it without internet. We know there are regions of the world or some countries that have more difficulty to connect. So in the school, they can find internet connection, they can download the class, or they can go somewhere they have access to internet, so they download the classes that they need and then do it at home. I cannot show you how it looks like because I would have to disconnect from the internet to that, so I won't be able to show you, but that's how it works. Please try it, please do it. Like, go and download a lesson in your cell phone and try to do it without internet, and you will see how amazing it is to have these resources at home with no connection. It's like the future is today. So I don't know if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section or in the space you have here to do it, because I want to resolve all your doubts. I invite you to go to TOMi.digital, start exploring, start creating. I want to share with you the class that we did before. Let me open it. I want to share with you this class. Let me show you which one I want to share with you. Let's exit this. This one, let's have some fun. It's like an icebreaker. Let me edit this one so we can eliminate that last resource that I duplicated. Remove, delete, and finish editing. How can I share this class with you? I go here, copy, and paste in the comment section. There, you have that class. That class is a gift for you, so you can do it at home, have some fun with your students. Like, if you are closing the year, do this, have some fun. Please, you can go duplicate and edit this lesson. If you add more resources, please let me know, send me the class. I want to see it. I want to have fun with the things that you create. So I think that will be all for today. Thank you so much for being here. As always, it's a pleasure to see you, to hear you, to read you. So don't hesitate in asking me questions. I will be answering everything. If you want like a more personal space for me to talk to you and for doing some things together, please let me know and we can set up a time. Thank you so much for being here. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.